I just want to talk about Crash Bandicoot's remaster and remasters done right. Because this is, quite honestly, a crucial remaster to see. When it comes to remastering games, there are a lot of ways it can go. And I think that this is quite possibly the best example I've ever seen of it. Because this is literally built straight from the ground up again, which is very difficult to do. When it came to making this game, Vicarious Visions literally only had gray mesh level geometry of the levels. So they knew how big the levels were and what they looked like, but they didn't have anything else. Every other asset, every other animation, level of jump, level of speed, any of that kind of thing had to be toned by hand, by learning. So a lot of effort has gone into this, and a lot of effort has gone into show what a good remaster can look like. Now, this isn't 60 FPS. Would have liked to have seen that, but it does a good job. And running 1080p native on PS4, 1440p if you're on PS4 Pro, so it looks way better than it originally did, that's for damn sure. And quite honestly, it should be setting a precedent for what a high quality remaster should be like. Because to call this a remaster would be a bit of an understatement. The Last of Us was a remaster. It was literally taking the PS3 version and putting in stuff that you couldn't have that made it better than the PS3 version. Whereas this was literally a remake, but it was a remake true to the source. So they didn't have anything to work with, so it literally is remade from the ground up, but it is literally the same game. And I think that is fantastic. I applaud them for their efforts. And really, if we're going to be remastering games, we should be doing more like this, and more like Wipeout the Omega Collection. That recently came out, and quite honestly, it came out to a high praise because of how well it was done. And, you know, more games, more old games should be treated with the same respect. Quite frankly, I'd like to see Spyro treated with the same respect, and you know, several other classic games from that timepiece. But again, if we're talking about remasters done right, a big one to think of is GTA 5. And I know what you're thinking, GTA 5? Well, that doesn't make a lot of sense. But it originally came out in 2013 for PS3 and Xbox 360. And then quite literally the year after came out for Xbox One, PS4, and then the year after for PC. And it was quite honestly an amazing example of what a remaster could do. It brought up resolution, brought up level of detail, quality game, features that come with the game, content that comes with the game. It added all these things that GTA didn't have before and could have been limited by, because as we saw, it had to be stopped. They had to stop working on it on Xbox and PS3 because they just didn't have any more headroom to work with, whereas with the Xbox One and PS4 and obviously PC, they have a lot more room to work with, so they're able to create a much more broader game than what they originally came out with, and I applaud them for that. That is a fantastic show of skill, and it it shows that if you can put just a little bit of effort into your game, you can truly create something that will appease everybody, because it was just a win-win scenario. They get to make more money because they get to have their game on the latest platforms, and the gamers get to profit because they get a better game overall. And that's the same thing you get with the Crash Bandicoot trilogy here. You get, extra features. Coco's now a playable character in all 3 games. That was never a thing before. There's rumors of DLC. You never got extra content after these games came out. They came out and that was it. So it again shows that if you go that little extra mile, you strive for a little bit more than what the gamers are expecting, you can create something that will not only appease them, but appease yourselves. And I applaud these people for taking the time and the effort to create these masterpieces that we get to see on our flat screens at home. But anyway, that's just my humble opinion. I thank you for listening to it. I do want to know what you guys think. Do you think that the Crash Bandicoot Remastered and any other recently remastered game has done right or has done wrong? Sound off in the comments below. Let me know. Maybe I'll reply to them, or maybe I'll feature them in a future video. Thanks for watching.